Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Star Wars Supremacy, also known as Star Wars Rebellion for those in the United States. Star Wars Supremacy is the British name. Now the reason I'm calling this Star Wars Supremacy is because I've already done a series of Star Wars Rebellion, and I kind of thought, well, how is that going to work exactly as I title this? Star Wars Rebellion versus Star Wars Rebellion Empire. Nah. We'll make use of the fact that this game actually runs by two names, and this will be the Star Wars Supremacy playthrough. Alright, so since my last playthrough of Star Wars as the Rebellion, I got a lot of requests, like a stunning number of requests, to play again as the Empire, so I say, alright, fine. We will play as the Empire. Let's set up on normal difficulty, a medium map as previously, and start the game.
I am IMP-22.
Oh my god! I swear, whenever someone was creating this game, why did it include an option to skip all that? I don't know. But it's pretty annoying. I'm gonna turn off the translation because it can get a little bit tedious. This thing sounds weird. Totally different droids, of course, if you're playing as the Empire. That is to be expected. Let's actually set this on, actually just very slow for now. Actually, no. Pause. Alright. Nope, you can't see the map. Okay, so the victory conditions for the Empire are actually quite similar to those of the Rebellion. You may recall that the Rebels are attempting to capture Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader while capturing Coruscant as well. The Empire, of course, does not want that to happen, but at the same time, they also want to capture Mon Mothma and Luke Skywalker and find and capture the Rebel base. Once the Empire captures the Rebel base for the first time, it is destroyed, and the Rebels will never be able to retake it. So, there's some advantages to all that. It basically means that the Empire really wants to move fast and try to prevent the Rebellion from getting a good foothold. Now, as far as an overall strategy for the Empire, I'm going to admit I do not have one that is nearly as solid as for the Rebellion. The Rebellion is fairly straightforward. Rush in there, free, let's say, not Trollis, where's a good example? Balmora, a planet that is loyal to the Rebels and occupied under Imperial control. Rescue that, everyone else falls, it's a domino effect, and it becomes ridiculously powerful. The Empire cannot do that because there is not a single world that starts off loving the Empire but is under control of the Rebels. So, it's not quite as obvious what we're supposed to do. Go ahead and start up a recruitment mission with the very evil-looking Emperor Palpatine. Let's go ahead and queue up another construction yard in Coruscant. Okay. So, the first thing the Empire is going to need to do is start consolidating some of its power before the Rebels can get somewhere and start sabotaging away. Now, I'm not as worried about Balmora right now. We don't have any planets in the Farfan sector. That's very unfortunate. The Rebels got a very strong foothold here. Very strong. But Befesh, for example, is going to be a problem. Definitely. We want to get them loyal to us before it's too late. Oh, though fortunately, we did start off with Pater Thanis. Not Peter, Pater Thanis. This guy's actually a pretty good diplomat. Yeah, level 90 diplomacy. He's actually a really good one. The Empire starts off with a couple of random personnel, just like the Rebellion does. I just got lucky, and I have Pater. So let's go ahead and start doing some diplomacy and Befesh, try to get them loyal to us before the Empire can come in here, I'm sorry, not the Empire, before the Rebels can get in here. Gosh, this is going to take a little getting used to. Before they can get in here and ruin everything for me. Alright. The Empire also has the advantage that it starts off with a much, much stronger navy. Let's make you commander for now. Imperial Fleet Regiment, blah, 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 blah. It's a Victory Destroyer. We're going to call you, the Hunter. There we go. And we have another fleet up here, a galleon. I'm going to call you the Gorgon. There we go. You have, Piet. Hello, Piet. This guy is, you always start with him. He's also a very good diplomat, level 98. Now, I could try to start winning over some planets in the Sluis sector, and that's not a bad idea. Bothawi, Kothlus is quite valuable. Orto. Do I have... Oops. The question is, do I have any construction yards? I do, in Sluisvan. Does the Rebels? They do. They have one in Umgal. Ooh, Denab is a good planet. Got 2 construction yards, so that's really good. I'm actually thinking what I'm going to do... Well, first off, I don't need any of these troops, so I'm going to go ahead and move them onto the planet itself. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is take this transport ship, just as a quick escort, up to the Farfin sector, and try to get somebody under my control. That way I at least have a foothold in the sector. If my fleets need to retreat for reasons, they will have a planet to go to. So, Freitas seems okay. Rishi might be better. This one starts off with a shield. We're going to go to Freitas, and I'm going to hope that I can persuade them to join me before the rebels get to them, and ruin my day. Okay, let's look at the Karelian Sector. We started off with Trawlus today. It is randomized every time, by the way, in case you didn't know that. Grammel's meh. He's not a fantastic guy. You have some troop options. Darth Vader, of course, is always fantastic, really quite good at combat, espionage, and leadership. His diplomacy is acceptable. Not as good as, say, Piet, but good enough that I know I want to go and get Duros under my side. Oh, that's that low and glorious voice. Ozzel, hello. He's a pretty good leader. He'll be good at sabotaging some stuff. Might be nice. Oops. Don't want to do that necessarily. Gergerad, yes, who I was looking for, my other relatively good diplomat. So the Empire does start off with some pretty strong personnel, and I got lucky with Pater. He's actually going to be pretty good. Anyone with construction yards? Avaram it is. Let's go and get them under our control. Let's take a look at the fleets we got here. We have our own Imperial Star Destroyer. I'm going to call you... What should I call this one? Oh, gosh, what do I want to call this? Light... No. It's gonna go with, like, Light Blotter, but that just sounds sort of silly. We'll call this one the Kid Crusher. There we go. And we'll call this one Flash Gordon. Flash! Ah! He'll save every one of us! Alright. And the other galleon we'll call the Medusa, because the other one's a Gorgon as well. Alright, so we have a few ways of doing some stuff. Let me go ahead and just... Well, no, just keep it on very slow for now. A couple things to consider. Alright, so if you recall, in the last playthrough as the Rebellion, I had some really horrible time hunting down the last remnant of the Imperials in the Outer Rim. It took me almost 100 days just to track them down and finally end the game. It was horrible. For the Empire, it's even worse. The Rebel base is somewhere in any of these sectors, no idea where, and the Rebels might be so inclined to be spreading. It's pretty bad. I may not be able to start off doing this, but one thing I tend to enjoy doing really early on is creating a bunch of Imperial probe droids and just start exploring and colonizing worlds all over the place. All over the place. It works pretty well. To that extent, let's actually create a fleet with the Medusa. The Medusa is a transport ship. It can hold 2 troop regiments, but it cannot fight. So it really has no purpose aside from conquering, or, in my case, colonizing. So these Imperial fleet regiments actually could be useful. Let's go ahead and start heading off to the Outer Rim. Ideally, what I would like to do is colonize a lot of really high-value targets in the Outer Rim before the Rebellion can get to them, identify any diplomatic worlds that the Rebels might try to take, and use the Outer Rim to feed resources into my high-production inner core, where I will begin annihilating all of the Rebels. What's this fleet here? We have another one. I don't know the names of the other Gorgons, so I'm going to call this the Ugly Mother, because Gorgons are ugly mothers. Alright, well, you know what? This fleet's already going to this sector. Let's go ahead and explore a second one and just sort of simultaneously be working on that. Okay, Balmora is unfortunately going to hate me for a little while. And there's really not a lot of easy ways to try and deal with that. Wow, you have so many shields and batteries on Uvenna! That seems grossly impractical to me. Huh. Okay, well, So, if this KDY thing was not here, for example. So if I were to take Ozzel, for example, and move him onto the Kid Crusher, oh, what a glorious name that shall be until the end of time. I'm gonna move Ozzel over there, and I don't have any training yards here, do I? Wow, I have a really rough start this game. I have so little infrastructure, and the Rebels actually have a pretty substantial amount. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm going to actually go ahead and put him on managing the garrisons.
I am most willing to supervise our planetary garrisons.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Look at that. Listen to that voice. Doesn't he sound so much better? Alright. Yeah, so little infrastructure makes things really difficult. Where are your construction yards? If I can sabotage those, I feel like I'll be in a pretty good spot. You have none in this sector. Okay. I'm on board. I'm not bored. Can I sabotage your only shipyard in the area without getting captured? Grammel. If he gets captured, I don't care that much because I don't use Grammel too often. I'll just bring back Darth Vader someday and maybe free him, if I feel like it, which I may not. The Hunter with Commander Nida. What could you do for me? I'm not really sure. Alright, well, obviously we want to continue building construction yards. You guys may remember from the last time we played this that is very important. Get those construction yards going ASAP. Also, we're lucky enough that we started off with a training facility right where Veers is. Now, Veers can do troop research. You may remember how that works. So we'll go ahead and get him working on Befesh. Maybe not the most ideal planet to be working on that, because it's kind of disloyal, but it's okay. I think it'll be fine. I'm not too worried. Alright, this map is all messed up, too. Idle construction yards. Any? No. Idle shipyards. None. I have 0 idle shipyards. I don't think I have a single shipyard, actually. Wow. This is a terrible start. But you know what? That makes the game more challenging, so we'll just stick with it for a little while. Alright. Oh, that sound. Look at how freaky he is. I don't remember in the movies him having the evil eyes with little black coals of hell. I don't remember that at all. But apparently it's a thing. Continue doing some recruitment in Coruscant to get some more personnel. Griff, I don't think. I really want to sabotage this before they get any like troops. So do that. Oh wait, I had a different strategy in mind instead. Oh well, it'll be fine. I was gonna let Ozzel get over here, and then I was gonna blockade the planet, try to sabotage down the planetary battery, and then bombard it so that the rebels hopefully lose some support. My thought being that just maybe, the other planets around here will see how horribly incompetent those rebels are at protecting those loyal to them. And maybe go to me instead. Oh, we have a single X-Wing! Meh. That's right. Run, you fool. Alright, new resources on Befesh. A new source of energy. That's a pretty rare event, but that's very valuable. I have another build slot. Alright, well, oh, my intelligence was faulty. Okay, that can happen. That can absolutely happen. So, you may have noticed Uvenna had, what was it, 3 shields and 2 planetary batteries? No, not really. Lies. It does not have that. So, wow, okay, in that case, actually sabotaging down this Gen Core level 1. I used to call it Gen Core, I don't know why. That was an unfortunate tendency that continued when I was a child and never really ended. But if I can destroy the Gen Core, so I can be free to bombard the Alliance, with any luck, I won't hit any civilian targets, I'll take that down, and then I'll leave, and then maybe that'll affect popular support. I know that's happened when I'm the rebels. If the Empire comes in, bombards freely, and gets away with it, people tend to notice something like that. How that works in the early game, I don't actually know. So this could go really well, or it could go really badly, and we have to play this game the old-fashioned way. We'll see. Troop training. Aha! The Gen Core was destroyed. Uh-oh. The Alliance is quickly sending as many of their Karelian Corvettes as possible my way. I mean, I've got a Star Destroyer. Probably fine. Let's do a Planetary Bombardment. Didn't hit anything. Still didn't hit anything. Please. Oh, I destroyed a civilian target. Dang it. Alright, but if I get away with it, what happens? Nothing? Is it because I hit a civilian target, or because that doesn't work? That would make me very sad. One very unhappy panda. I could deliberately target all of his resource production facilities, but nobody likes that at all. Nobody likes anyone targeting civilians. Even if I left... Oops. No, didn't work, huh? Alright. Even if I left and I got like a slight boost because, you know, the rebels failed to defend, I just kind of have the feeling that it wouldn't outdo whatever horrible damage I've done. So, they are sending a lot of stuff. Alright, well, I'm betting the X-Wing is going to be here, so we're about to get a pop-up. Yep, there it is. Doop, 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 doop. Alright, what do you got? You have a troop, and that construction yard is back. Alright, when are you supposed to arrive? Tomorrow. Well, you'll run from me. How many ships have you got? Good grief, the rebellion actually started with a lot of Karelian Corvettes. I'm shocked. Run from me, you fool! Grammel was captured. I knew he sucked! I told you! Alright, well, if Darth Vader so feels like it, maybe he'll come and save your sorry behind someday. But you better grovel, Grammel. Grovel, Grammel. You may not be so lenient next time. Alright. We'll send these two on a mission to destroy the construction yard. That's the biggest thing. If I can't bombard and whatever else, at least destroy the dang construction yard so they can't build anything. Destroying their construction yards will cripple their infrastructure development pretty substantially. Also, I accidentally just clicked off the thing. Sorry about that. No effect, no effect, no effect. Man, everyone sucks today. Is there any good news within the Empire? We've only been at war for a month, and I'm already depressed. Oy vey. Alright. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Personnel arrive. Good. And nope, wait. Don't want to destroy it. Do that. I want to destroy this. Ozzel is fine. Griff, decoy. Go! Please work. There's a message from the Emperor. Good. Yay. Inside Uprising at Befesh. They're trying.
I have been
Viller.
successful.
If I recall correctly, you do. Facility design. That's a good early start. That'll help. That'll help. We'll keep that going. Also, we'll send you guys, on another mission to destroy the KDY. Because there shouldn't be very much to detect you. Oh, there we go. That worked. Alright, we're being successful. Can I please bombard? No civilian casualties. Alright, let's see what happens if I leave. Nothing. Absolutely nothing happened. Well, damn. This puts me in a really bad position. I was really hoping that strategy was going to work, and apparently it doesn't. Okay. I'm going to have to think about that. Anyway, I think this is enough for this first episode, by the way. Oh, and I don't know if you guys got to see the cutscene at the beginning or not. If you didn't, that's because, for some reason, people are cracking down on old Star Wars music copyright. So I probably had to cut it out. But if you did, hey, great, no problem. So, alright, well, thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with Star Wars Supremacy, playing as the Empire. If you enjoyed this video and are looking forward to the rest of the series, hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for all future content. I'll see you guys next time.
Supremacy.